fall apart. My socks keep going down. And can you believe I paid $20 for this haircut? I've got this terrible headache. My carpal tunnel's acting up and I can feel my elbow. I thought you were supposed to be able to feel your elbow. What if I bump it on something? Now it's gonna hurt. And don't even get me started on people who drive too slow.
Excuse me? Is this the complaint department?
That's what the sign says. Which reminds me, one of the most irritating things is when people can't see the obvious. I mean, there's a desk with a sign saying this is indeed the complaint department. There are literally dozens of complaints spewing out of my mouth, and people still ask, is this the complaint department?
Yes, but I'm supposed to complain to you.
It's a joke. You know, someone comes into the complaint department expecting to complain, but then gets all these complaints thrown at them. Tables are turned, sort of thing.
Oh, I see. Very good. That's actually pretty funny.
Most people don't think so.
Well, complaints are usually attached to emotion, so you probably catch them off guard.
Anger.
What?
Anger is the only emotion attached to complaints.
What about frustration?
A relative of anger.
A relative.
You know, annoyance, irritation, fury, rage, antagonism, resentment, ire, wrath, and frustration. All relatives of anger. No matter how you slice it, people are mad.
Well, we have a right to be mad. Take my complaint, for example.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
Well, I don't think...
Could you watch the complaint department for me while I get Dr. Pepper?
But I don't work here.
Come on, I'll just be a sec. I'm dying of thirst, and as you can see, they haven't even put a water cooler in here.
But I wouldn't know what to do.
There's nothing to it. You just sit behind this desk and listen to complaints.
I don't know. I came in here to complain, and now...
You'll do fine. You're great with people.
I am?
Yeah, you're great with me.
But I can't be in charge of an entire department.
The sign says complaint department, but they really just mean this desk. Thank you so much. I'll be back in a jiff.
Is there a form we fill out or anything?
Excuse me, is this the complaint department?
No. No, it isn't.
But the sign says complaint department.
Yes. I'm sorry. I meant to say yes. See, this shirt is only a week old and the seams are already falling apart.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I wish to register a complaint.
Okay. What seems to be the problem?
This right here is my problem.
Is that goo?
No, it is not goo. They changed my favorite cookie. After years and years of creating, producing, and selling the perfect cookie, they changed it. And I do not like the change.
It looks like goo.
I told you it is not goo. It is part of the changed cookie that I do not like.
That doesn't look like a cookie.
I told you it is not a cookie. It is only part of the cookie.
The part of the cookie you don't like.
Exactly.
May I ask what kind of cookie it is?
I don't know what kind of cookie it is now that they've changed it, but it used to be the perfect blend between rudimentary flavors to delightfully crunchy and perfectly corpulent chocolate discs, surrounding a wondrous vanilla cream icing, creating a sandwich-style confectionery with the impeccable aptitude of immersing in a bovine liquid refreshment.
An Oreo.
In a nutshell. And as everyone knows, the Oreo used to have the perfect cookie-to-cream ratio at 71% cream to 29% cookie, creating a piquancy from a residence of recompense after one's ultimate demise.
Heavenly flavor.
Yes, but now the ratio of cream has changed from 29% to 58%. I've had to scrape off half of the icing just to enjoy my beloved cookie.
29 to 58? Oh, I see. You bought double stuffed.
Double stuffed?
Yeah, double stuffed Oreos. They came out with them a couple years ago, but you can still get the regular kind.
I can?
Yeah, just read the package. They have other flavors too. Neapolitan, mint, birthday cake, banana split, peanut butter, and of course, double stuffed.
I guess I should have read the packaging. What am I going to do with all this extra icing?
Save it. Maybe they'll come out with a just perfectly corpulent chocolate disc flavor.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you watch the complaint department for me for just a sec? I was suddenly afraid. Thank you so much. I'll be right back.
No, I will not!
You dumb imbecile.
Excuse me?
I bought a brand new 74-inch high-definition flat screen TV remote not a week ago, and now it's not working.
You didn't buy it from me.
Well, not
and see if we can rectify the problem.
Fine. And sorry about the insult, Marlene. Sometimes I get carried away.
Apology accepted. Number 1, what seems to be the issue?
I was watching my favorite TV program, World's Dumbest Imbeciles, when all of a sudden the screen went dark.
Dark screen, dark screen. Ah, here we are. Was there a number on the screen, like a channel number or a cable provider logo?
No, there was no number, no logo, no picture whatsoever.
Did you try the on button?
Of course I tried the on button. That's the first thing I tried. And then I tried every other button, still nothing.
Did you try the cables connected to the back of the TV?
That's the next thing I did. And there's a lot of them. I've got cables going to the cable box. I've got cables going to the DVD player. I've got cables going to my kid's gaming system. And I've got cables going to the modem. But I made sure each of them was secure. Then I tried the on button on the remote, the on button on the TV, the on button again, and still nothing.
Next, there's a big thick cord connected to the back of the TV. Did you make sure that's plugged in?
The problem with that is that this TV's on top of a big dresser, and the dresser's really close to the wall.
How close?
It's about 3 or 4 inches away.
That should be enough room for you to look behind the dresser and at least see if the TV's plugged in.
Normally, yes, but right now it's really dark back there.
Why is it dark?
The lights are off.
Why don't you just turn the lights on?
Because right now, on our side of town, there's a power outage.
I see. Do you still have the original packaging that the TV came in?
I always keep the boxes.
Here's what I want you to do. Pack up the TV in the original packaging and bring it back to the store.
It's that bad?
I'm afraid so. When you bring it back, they'll ask you what's wrong with the TV. You'll say nothing's wrong, it's just that you're too stupid to own your own television.
I am?
Yes, but you're actually perfect for this job. Could you watch the complaint department for me for just a second? I'll be right back.
I guess so. There's nothing ever good on me. Anyone here? Hello? Hello? I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. Oh, well, good. For a moment there, I thought you were, quite mad. No. I was just expecting someone else. Can I help you? This is the complaint department, is it? That's what the sign says. Can I help you? Yes, thank you. I came in here to complain about. I'm sorry, it's just, who were you expecting? I'm sorry? You were expecting to jump out at someone else. Who is it? Oh, actually, I'm not allowed to tell you. Why not? It's private. You wouldn't know the person anyway. I might. And the way you jumped out like that doesn't seem very private. Who is it? I'm sorry, but that's between the person whose name I'm not mentioning and the complaint department. This message is for that person and that person only. Can I help you? I already know the message. It's only half the message. Do you wish to register a complaint or not? Yes, but not to you. I wish to complain to someone else. I'm perfectly capable, since you would ever. Your grievance is mine. No, I find you rude and very annoying. Fine. I'm another associate. Hello, can I help you? Nope, no. You just put on a different mask. No, I didn't. I'm a completely different person. No, I don't want you. You're terrible. I suppose you could do better. A slug could do better. A slug! Fine. Move it. Excuse me. Where do you think you're going? Is this the complaint department? Yes, but I'm afraid the associate has. Oh, I see. I have to. Perhaps I can help you.
Okay, because I'm at my wit's end. I just don't know what to do.
What seems to be the problem?
I think my husband's going deaf.
My, that is a problem. And what makes you think your husband's losing his hearing?
He doesn't hear me half of the time. I have to call him several times before I get any He could hear you?
Yes, he could.
What did he say?
He says that he answered you 3 times and wants to know what you want. He also says that you always do that to him.
I wonder what that means.
Hey, would you watch the complaint department for me for just a sec?
What?
Thanks, I'll be right back.
But what do you think I should? Seriously.
I'd like to register a complaint.
Hello? Oh, hello.
I'd like to register a complaint.
At the moment, I'm afraid there's no one for me to complain to.
You're here, aren't you?
Yes? But, well, what is your complaint?
My bill is wrong.
Let me take a look. It seems to be in order.
No. Look at the price of the cheese.
Ah, here it is. Yonker cheese. That's good cheese.
Exactly. But the sign next to the cheese said $10.43 per pound, so they charged me the wrong price.
But they only charge you £8.59. I don't think they're trying to swindle you.
Nevertheless, it is still incorrect.
Ah, I think I found the problem. See here? In the paper starting today, Yonker cheese is on sale for $8.59 a pound. They simply haven't changed it yet. But the official price this week is $8.59 a pound.
That may be. The sign next to the cheese said $10.43 per pound. I demand a correction.
Well, the customer's always right. Yes, you bought 17, you bought 2 and paid 17.18. And the old price was 10.43 times 2, which is 20.86. And the difference of 3.68. So you owe an additional 3.68.
What about sales tax?
0.2 cents for that.
The plastic wrapping around the cheese?
That's already included cost of cheese. But I see you're insistent. 2.5 cents for that.
The nutrition information label.
3-4 cents for that.
The Jarlsberg name sticker?
0.25 cents for that.
Cow fluctuant reduction injections. You didn't think anything about those, did you?
No, we're trying to keep that a secret. Another 8.5 cents for that.
And to compensate for your time?
98 cents.
Is there tax on your time?
No tax and customer service.
Thank goodness. At least there's a bright spot. Seems with the subcharge everything these days. So, what's the damage?
4.98.
I'm afraid I haven't any money.
That's all right. You can work it off here in the complaints department for the next 2 minutes.
Is this the complaint department?
At least for the next 2 minutes.
I've been trying to call the Army surplus for 2 days now, and the line seems to be disconnected.
What number did you call?
I wrote it down in my hand. 0900-1700.
That doesn't sound like a real phone number.
I wrote it down exactly as they had it on the door.
Was it on the side here on the word that said open?
Why, yes, that's another thing. The sign said open, but the door was locked.
That's operating hours of military time. That means 0900 hours to 0700 hours.
What time is 1700 hours?
5
o'clock?
Yes, 5 o'clock. Here's the real number of the Army Surplus Customer Service. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Is that Eastern Pacific time?
Daylight savings time.
Couldn't call either. My phone was finished.
Just looks like it's off.
How do I turn it on?
Just push any button.
That's what everyone keeps telling me, but there isn't one.
I can see multiple buttons from here.
Look, there's a volume button, a back button, a home button, and a settings button. I've looked on every spell meter on this phone, and believe me, there is no any button.
Allow me. There seems to be water damage.
I don't see how that's possible. I've kept it in this jacket pocket for the past 2 washings.
You washed your jacket with the phone in the pocket?
Yes, but as you can see, the tag on the jacket says that the pockets are waterproof.
I believe I've done my time. Good luck with that.
So I should wait here then?
Is this where I complain about my parents?
Good, because they are a real pain in the butt. Is that so? Are they super old and senile and you have to take care of them?
No, they're just unreasonable.
They have all these rules and I have to follow them, or else there'll be consequences.
Consequences. That's the thing those are.
Tell me about it. But get this, my dad thinks that there are good consequences.
Good consequences? Like what?
Like, take the other day, for an example. I wanted some cake, so instead of just baking one, my mom shows me the instructions of the back of the cake mix box and says, bake the cake this 7 minutes less than what says on the box.
Did you do?
Oh yeah, she made me do it all by myself. She just stood there and answered a few questions.
Was she right about the 7 minutes?
Yeah, the cake turned out extremely moist and delicious, so my dad says, good work, this is the delightful consequences of following the instructions.
Strange way to put it. But I suppose that is a good consequence.
Oh, get this, my dad says that, but good job, and following the instructions was a good deal.
So, you're like the little red hens.
Exactly, I had to bake the cake and cook it all by myself.
And then they just eat all the fruits of your labor.
Oh no, they couldn't have any, they're diabetic.
I see. And did you purchase the cake mix?
Of course not, my parents buy all the food.
But they don't eat cake.
No, but I do.
So basically, you want your parents to buy your food, fix your food, and clean up your mess while you just eat the food?
Finally, someone gets it. Why don't my parents get it?
Oh, they get it.
Is this a complaint department?
Can you help us first?
Me? You want me to?
You can do it. I'll be right back.
What's your complaint?
My arm hurts.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'll take a look.
I'm sick of doctors. I fell out of a tree.
I need to see the other arm.
Why?
Because it's injured.
No, this is the arm that hurts.
Then why does that one have all those bandages?
To stop the blood?
So it is hurt.
No, this is the arm that hurts.
Well, then how did you get all those injuries? Bandages.
To stop the... Oh, I'm sorry, I should explain. A long time ago, this arm suffered a very rare nerve injury, which resulted in the complete lack of this arm's ability to feel any pain.
Really? I've never heard of that.
It's extremely rare. It's sort of like a super extreme case of carpal tunnel, but it's true. Watch this.
Oh my, yes. Thank you for the demonstration. I believe you.
Oh, where are my banners? Here, you try. Go on. Fine.
It's not necessary.
Then I'll have to give it a good karate chop. Hi!
No, please stop. You'll get blood everywhere.
Sorry, I get carried away sometimes.
Now, then, if that's not the arm that hurts, then how did you get all those injuries?
Well, all these band-aids on my fingers I got while chopping onions. That always happens. This one on my wrist I got from one of those jagged strips to tear off saran wrap with. This one I got from a pincushion. This one is more of a burn. And I got this one, believe it or not, from a whack-a-mole machine at Chuck E. Cheese.
May I take a look? Oh my! Whoa! You need to go to the hospital. That's a gaping wound.
It doesn't hurt.
Well, that doesn't matter. It needs stitches. If you don't get that sewn up, you'll lose your arm, or worse, you'll have more nerve damage, you lose more blood, and it'll get infected.
But it doesn't hurt.
Well, pain is an indicator that there's something wrong. Clearly, you don't have that indicator. But believe me, there's something wrong. I'm going to get help.
But this is the arm that hurts. Excuse me, you just stole that.
Oh, sorry.
Can I help you?
I'm bored.
That's too bad, but I don't see. Yeah, excuse me, you just stole it again.
Oh, sorry.
Do you need a letter opener or something?
No, letter openers are for wimps. Who can't just open a piece of paper? Who can't just open an envelope? It's only a piece of paper.
Very good. Now ask you just did it again. You stole a letter opener and a pen.
Oh, sorry.
I don't believe you are. You've apologized 3 times now, but you just keep on doing it.
I'm bored.
Is that why you keep stealing?
No. That started a long time ago. When I was little,
help yourself, can you?
I'm bored.
Do you realize that's doing... Maybe you should get caught and have to pay for your crimes.
I've done that many times, and that's boring too.
You keep saying that. Why are you so bored?
See, in the movies, they make being a thief look so glamorous, but it's actually just boring.
It doesn't seem like you're being boring. The thrill of planning the heist, the excitement of the moment, the exhilaration of the risk of being caught, the adventure of getting away with it, and the pleasure of loot.
I see. You watch movies too. To tell you the truth, I feel none of that. No exhilaration, no excitement, no adventure, no thrill, and certainly no pleasure. I wish I could go back and feel the guilt of stealing Bobby's toys again.
You want to feel guilt?
It's better than nothing.
I just realized something. You have the exact same condition as my arm. Only it's exciting. I'll be back.
What's this?
I want to open the lemonade stand. Water. We put in 2 scoops. We mix it. Go ahead.
It's a bit weak.
Exactly. It is a bit weak. Water. Two scoops. Mix.
Again?
If you please.
Tastes the same. Still a bit water.
Unbelievable. Would you buy a lemonade that tastes like that?
No, at least not twice.
Me either. Third time's a charm. I'm gonna get this one. Water. Scoop. Scoop. Mix.
Again.
If you please.
Tastes the same. Still a bit weak.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but notice that you're mixing the same amount of water with the same amount of lemonade powder each time.
2 scoops. That's what it says on the package.
That may be so, but when they were envisioning the proportions, they probably thought it was going to be a smaller cup.
The instructions didn't say anything about that.
Yes, but you can't just keep doing the
Look.
exact same.
Is this the complaint department or not?
That's what the sign says.
Then help me with my complaint.
Did you use the same amount of water?
Of course.
2 scoops of lemonade powder?
No more, no less.
Then it's going to be too watery.
Even though I use the exact same ingredients, this time I take a different result. Down the hatch.
Tastes the same. Still a bit weak.
Ugh, I'm a failure!
You can't just keep doing the exact same thing and expect a different result.
People in Washington do.
Look, I've already told you. Did you watch the complaint department?
Whatever.
Got to help me. I have this song stuck in my head and it can't get out. I can't sleep, I can't work, I can't do anything. It's terrible.
Isn't that how Beethoven went insane?
Beethoven did not go insane.
Sure he did. Jason Beethoven. He lived across the street from me. It was a heavy metal screamo song called Chicken with His Head
says, among other things.
Well, you're not being very helpful. I'm desperate. I need to sleep. It just keeps playing with me over and over again.
Sorry. Have you tried eating bananas?
Why, yes! They only come up in the song.
May I ask what song is running through your head?
Old MacDonald.
You don't mean, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And on that farm he had a banana. E-I-E-I-O.
Oh dear, this is awful. Have you tried counting sheep?
With a baba here and a baba there.
So everything you try ends up in a song? This is worse than chicken with his head cut off.
Here, back, there, back, everywhere, back, old MacDonald. No, help me!
Here, drink this.
Not bad. It's a bit weak. With a weak here and a weak. Ugh!
That's an obnoxious song. Let's sing something else. Sing with me. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
Here glow, there glow, everywhere glow, glow. Old Mac Rudolph had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Wait.
No, that's not right. See, it's impossible.
Let's try Hey Jude by the Beatles. Ready? Go.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Again? Do Shake Off by Taylor Swift. Ready? Go. And on that farm he had a shake. E-I-E-I-O. Again.
Let's try When the Saints Come Marching In. Ready? Go.
With a march march here and a march march there. Again for a third time.
Let me out of here!
Is this the complaint department?
The sign says, do you have a complaint?
I most certainly do. First, I wake up to absolute silence. Usually Mrs. Wallaby's dog is yapping at the wee hours of the morning and waking me and the whole neighborhood up. I mean, who gets up before 9 a.m.? And it's one of those little dogs with one of those high whiny barks. But this morning, there was nothing.
So you were able to sleep in?
I'd hardly call 10 a.m. sleeping in. And then I go out to get my paper, which is usually thrown in my rose bushes, but it's just sitting on my porch. I didn't have to put on my slippers to go out and get it.
So that was a good thing?
What do you think? And then while I'm out, I noticed that my neighbors across the street took their pool down.
The swimming pool?
Yes, they had this little 2-feet mini block swimming pool with no fence around it. And the city ordinance clearly states that any pool above 18 inches must be enclosed by a 6-foot fence. I've called the city multiple times to complain, but they've never done anything about it.
But the pool is gone now.
Yes, I was going to call again today, but there's no use. And another thing, for lunch, I went to Taco Bell.
Okay, you don't seem like the type of person who frequents the Bell.
I'm not, but I do like fried chicken. And one time when I went to my favorite fried chicken place, they had combined it with the Taco Bell. I tried a few things on the menu item, and I was hooked. The only thing was that they always got my order wrong. Not enough cheese on my taco, too much fizz in my Diet Pepsi, crunchy tortillas for my burrito. But this time, everything was perfect.
So the Bell came through for you.
Yes, and another thing, my doctor called and said my cholesterol plummeted and I don't have to take those pills anymore. My financial portfolio went from weak to strong, my taxes went down, and on the way over here, all the traffic lights were green.
Okay, let me get this straight. You came here to complain about not...
I don't know why I'm here. I just like this place. The desk is nice and the sign is pretty.
You think the sign's pretty?
It's my favorite sign.
Well, I'm afraid you all have excuses.
Excuses for what?
Hey, how would you do me a favor and run the complaint department
For me?
for me? Well, it'd only be a few minutes till I get back.
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay, so here's what you
No,
do.
get going. Let me do my job. Welcome to the complaint department. Can I help you?
Yes. No, thank you.
Wait, you came in here for something. You might as well lay it on me.
Actually, I work at the complaint department across town. Today's my day off.
A fellow complaint receptacle. Let me ask you something. Are you sick of all the people who come in and complain about the stupidest things?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. For example, I had this lady come in yesterday and complain about how every morning her husband stretches his arms and says, "Ah, I slept like a baby."
What's wrong with that?
That's what I asked her, and she said, he doesn't remember when we had kids. They didn't sleep well at all.
So what did you say?
I told him I told her that he should just be grateful that he doesn't wake up crying every 2 hours with a load in his pants.
A very good point.
I thought so, but she just marched out all angry. And then there's this guy with that sticky fly wrap all around his head, and he can't get it off. I mean, is it me?
Is it I?
What?
I believe that the proper grammatical form of that question would be, is it I?
Are you sure? What if you added the word just into it? Is it just me? I mean, people say that all the time, but I've never heard anyone say, is it just I before?
That's right. Let's see, use I for the subject of the sentence like I listening to these complaints, and me for the object of the sentence like this person is complaining to me.
Yes, you wouldn't say this person is complaining to I.
So is I the subject of our question?
Is it I, or is it the subject of our question?
Well, no matter. It's a rather good question either way.
Yeah, I wish my customers would ask it before they came into my department.
Wouldn't that be something? It would change the whole way we do things around here. It might even change the world.
Come to think of it, we'd better not spread that around. If we did, we'd be out of a job.
Right, mum's the word. Hey, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. It'll only take a sec.
Sure, what is it?
I was wondering if you could wait. Maybe it is me.
No, I think you're right. Is it I?
No, I meant the problem. Maybe the problem is me.
What problem?
I was gonna ask if you could stay and watch the complaint department for me while I went and took a break, but I think I'm gonna stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at my post.
Today's not actually my day off. I just asked someone to watch the desk while I came here to complain. I can't believe I couldn't see it before. It is me. Or I. Either way, I gotta go. See ya.
Have a nice day.
Oh, here you go.
This certificate guarantees the bearer freedom from worry for the length of as many days as she wishes. Really?
No more excuses.
Thank you. What about tomorrow?
Worry about that when we come to Tuesday.
I got it. Sing with me.
Not again.
Just sing it. Ready?
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a grievance, E-I-E-I-O. The grumble here and a mumble there, here and there, good everywhere, so old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Well,
It's gone. It's completely gone.
we just needed to finish the song.
Thank you. This is wonderful. Have a nice day.
Bye. One, two, three, four. Down the hatch. It's wonderful. You doubled the amount of lemonade mix. Brilliant. Wait till my customers taste this flavor explosion.
What?
You know what? Come on, keep it coming. I know there's more. Is that all? Okay. Here, how about reaching this one? You gotta start somewhere.
You're right. Thank you.
Hey! Put that back.
There you are. I called the paramedics. They're waiting for you outside.
Will they give me something for the pain in my arm?
I hope not. You need that pain. But they're going to fix both of your arms.
Excellent, thank you.
I found a solution to your problem. And how is a small chair supposed to get my parents to bake my cake and wash my dishes?
I'll show you. Sit.
If you're going to say that I should go get a low-level entry job, then let me just tell you what I told my parents. I went to college. I got an associate's degree in female Klingon studies. I am not going to work on assembly line.
Here's something your parents forgot to tell you. You are a self-aggrandizing, pompous parasite who thinks that the principles of responsibility and consequences apply to everyone but you. Now it's time to grow up
doctor.
Oh goodness, to think all this time the problem was me. Or is it I?
Either one works.
Thank goodness, my husband's calling me.
I didn't hear your phone ring.
He's out in the hall searching for me. I better get going. Thank you. Bye.
Oh no, I already told you I want someone else.
Excuse me? I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Not someone else. I'm a completely different person.
I guess the problem wasn't someone else.
Good day.
Guess what? I have great news. The power's back on in your neighborhood.
So I'll be able to see behind the dresser to see if the big cord is plugged into the wall?
I'm afraid that won't be necessary.
Why? Because the power came back.
Oh. Yeah, suddenly I feel humiliated. That's the first step to recovery.
I bet you want to know why the clock stopped running.
Now what am I going to do with you?
I have the solution. Take a look.
A bag full of empty halves of Oreos!
Now you can spread your icing back on in the perfect proportions.
Excellent! But what happened to all the extra icing? Oh, I think I better get going.
That's probably the best.
I've got a lot of cookies to repair.
Do you want this? Guess not.
I'm back.
Oh, you got your drink, I see.
I got you one too.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that.
It's the least I could do. So, how did everything go?
Fairly well, I suppose. I learned a lot about people.
Let me guess. It's easy to see the solution to someone else's complaint, but when it comes to your own problems...
Well, that's part of it, but in the bigger picture,
Hey, I just realized that you never got to tell me your complaint.
that's okay. I don't need to.
No. You came in here with a problem, and then you were kind enough to do me a good turn. The least I could do was listen to your complaint.
No, after thinking about it, I realized it was me.
It was I.
You had nothing to do with it.
No, I mean, the proper way to say that is, it was I.
Are you sure? Is it me? Is it I? Is it me? Is it I? I can't tell which one sounds better, but I definitely think I've heard someone say, is it I, somewhere before.
Now that you mention it, I believe I've heard it put that way too. Somewhere important, I believe.
Well, no matter. It's a good question, and it's caused me to look inward. I shall ask it frequently.